Aquarius, August 3rd, I'm seeing the first thing is simple. Your joy has been running on low power. You've been smiling anyway. Posting anyway, answering anyway. But the part of you that actually feels alive has been dimmed, and you know it. The sun reverse, this reversal is about blocked visibility, not blocked worth. You've been downplaying your own wins. You get something good, then you shrink it. You finish something, then you act like it was nothing. Actually, no, that's not nothing. That is self-protection. You've been trying to stay pleasant while your body is asking for rest. You keep performing, I'm fine, when the truth is you are tired of being seen only when you are useful. Don't force the smile. Don't fake the glow. Name where the light went out. That is the first honest move. Two of Swords. This is the stalemate. You've got a choice sitting in the middle of your life, and you keep leaving it unopened. A text is unanswered. A decision is sitting in draft form. A conversation is delayed because you want more proof before you move. Hold on. The problem is not that you lack intelligence. The problem is that you are protecting comfort over clarity. You cross your arms against the truth, then call it peace. It is not peace. It is pressure with good manners. You knew this already. The choice exists. You do not need full certainty to stop pretending. The sun reversed. Let me rephrase that. The dimness is not permanent. But if you keep treating burnout like personality, you will stay stuck in it. You have been avoiding being seen because you do not want questions. You do not want to explain why your spark looks smaller lately. So you stay quiet. You keep moving. You keep the room from noticing. That is a habit, not a destiny. Protect your energy. Cut the noise. Stop rewarding the version of you that survives by disappearing. Ace of Wands, and then here comes the interruption. A real spark, fresh ignition, not a fantasy, not a maybe someday. A real urge to begin again. You wake up and want to write the first line. You want to send the message. You want to start the thing before fear gets to edit it. This is the part where your energy returns after a dry spell. Start small, but start now. Do not smother it by waiting for perfect conditions. Do not confuse hesitation with wisdom. The spark is already here. Aquarius, this moment is about reconnecting to your own vitality without performing it for anybody. The sun reverse says your light has been muted. Two of Swords says you have been sitting in the pause too long. Ace of Wands says the next move does not need a committee. It needs a hand on the door. So here is the move. Tell the truth about what feels dimmed. Make the choice you have been circling. Then act on the spark before it cools. Not later. Not after you feel prettier, calmer, or more certain. Now, August 3rd, Aquarius, because the pattern is still loud. The Sun reversed. This card is about the part of you that keeps the smile on while the battery is dead. The Sun reversed shows you downplaying your own wins, acting fine, and then crashing the second nobody is looking. You have been making your light smaller so other people stay comfortable. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You have been hiding your shine because being seen feels expensive right now. That is not failure. That is burnout with a mask on. Stop pretending the fog is permanent. Name what feels dimmed. Protect your energy. Don't force the cheerful version of yourself just to keep the room easy. Death is the clean ending. The old form is done, and you keep checking it like it might start breathing again. I'm seeing old messages, old roles, old promises you keep rereading because you do not want to say the words out loud. It is over. Death asks for release, not drama. Clear the residue. Let the thing stay dead. You do not need to keep a dead situation alive just because it was familiar. The grief is part of the door opening. If you keep romanticizing what ended, you delay the rebirth that is waiting on the other side. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is the stalemate. The text stays unanswered. The decision sits there. You cross your arms against the truth and call it neutrality. It is not neutrality. It is avoidance with good posture. I want to be precise here. Two of Swords shows you protecting comfort over clarity. You are not missing the choice. You are refusing to name it because once you name it, you have to move. Lower the defenses enough to see the facts. Gather what is missing, then decide not forever, just enough to break the freeze. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the spark coming back fast. The dry spell breaks. The first line hits. The urge to begin again shows up before the fear can talk you out of it. Ace of Wands says start small, but start now. Do not smother the ignition by waiting for perfect conditions. Do not confuse nervousness with not being ready. The body knows when momentum returns. You feel it in the hands, in the chest, in the sudden need to make something, send something, begin something. Actually, no, not sudden, earned. Because after the dimming, after the ending, after the stalemate, the spark is not random. It is what survives. So here is the moment. Stop performing brightness. Let the dead thing end. Admit the choice. Then take the first real step toward the thing that still has fire in it. Don't lie to yourself. The light is not gone. It is asking to be used differently now, Aquarius, August 3rd. Hold on. The pattern is not subtle anymore. The sun reversed. You have been acting like you are fine while your energy keeps dropping. You smiled, answered, posted, kept moving, but the room has still felt dim. The sun reversed is showing delayed joy, blocked visibility, and that habit of downplaying your own wins. Something in you has been asking to be seen, and you keep shrinking it before anyone else can notice. Death, this is the part you do not get to skip. Death is the necessary ending in the middle of the story. You keep reading old messages, reopening dead conversations, and giving a finished situation one more chance to breathe. Actually, no, it is not breathing. It is dragging. Death says the form is over. Let it end. Clear out the residue. Stop feeding what already left your life. King of Swords. Now the answer has to get clean. The King of Swords is not here to comfort you. He is here to cut through the fog. Say it plainly. What is done is done. What is staying is staying. What is draining you needs a boundary, not another explanation. I'm seeing you drafting the same message over and over, trying to make the truth sound softer. Don't. Clean words. Clean line, clean no. Two of Swords, and here is where you stall. Two of Swords is the stare down, the crossed arms, the text left unanswered. The decision sitting there until it starts to rot. You are calling it caution, but it is avoidance. The choice already exists. You are just refusing to look at it without the full picture. But full picture is not coming while you keep your eyes shut. Lower the defenses long enough to decide. Ace of Wands. Then the spark hits anyway. Right after the ending, right after the truth, there is a pulse of life trying to come back online. Ace of Wands is the first real yes in a while. Not a perfect plan, not a full map. Just ignition. Start small, but start now. Write the first line. Make the first move. Reach for the thing that makes your body wake up again. Do not wait until the fear is gone. That is not how this works. So this is simple, Aquarius. Stop performing calm when you are burned out. Stop keeping the dead thing alive because closure feels loud. Speak plainly. Choose End it. Then move on the spark before hesitation kills it. The old pattern cannot survive if you stop protecting it. And the new beginning does not need permission. It needs motion. Aquarius, August 3rd. This is the point where the fog stops being cute. You can't keep calling mixed signals potential and expect your nervous system to calm down. The moment is asking for a clean look, not a hopeful one, a clean one. The sun reversed. This card is showing dim confidence and blocked visibility. I'm seeing you downplay your own wins, smile through exhaustion, and act like you're fine when you are absolutely running low. Don't force brightness here. Name what feels muted. Name what feels tired. You already knew this, but you kept trying to perform optimism for other people. That costs you. Death. This card is the ending you keep trying to soften. Death is saying the old form is done, and the more you keep feeding it, the longer you stay stuck in grief without the release. You've been holding on to a role that no longer fits. Reading old messages, reopening something that already closed. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You've been keeping a dead situation alive because closure would make it real. And yes, that hurts, but that hurt is also the doorway out. King of Swords. This card brings the truth with a straight face, no decoration. Excuses. King of Swords is asking you to speak plainly, set the boundary, and choose evidence over fantasy. If they were serious, the behavior would match. If the plan was real, it would not stay vague. If the conversation mattered, it would not keep looping in your head while nothing changes in real life. Don't over-explain. Don't draft the same message 10 times just to avoid the feeling underneath it. Say no if it is no. Knight of Cups, reversed. This card is the mixed signal, the late night message. The promise that sounds beautiful and never lands in daylight. Knight of Cups, reversed, is emotional inconsistency dressed up like romance. Hold on. This is the part where you stop falling for potential instead of behavior. If someone keeps you waiting, keeps you guessing, and keeps you emotionally hooked without showing up, that is not devotion. That is unreliability with a soft voice. Don't chase vague affection. Don't confuse longing with truth. Two of Swords. This card shows the stalemate, the crossed arms, the unanswered text, the decision you keep delaying because you want more clarity before you move. Two of Swords is not saying rush. It is saying admit the choice exists. The tension is already here. Pretending neutrality is peace is what keeps this moment frozen. Gather the missing facts, lower the defenses enough to see what is actually in front of you. Ace of Wands. This card is the spark that survives the whole shutdown. Ace of Wands comes in after the truth, after the release, after the clean cut, and suddenly there is energy again. Not because everything is solved, because you stopped feeding what was dead. Start small, but start now. Write the first line, make the first move. Follow the ignition before fear talks you out of it. So this is simple. The truth exposes the mixed signals. The ending makes room. The choice becomes real. And once you stop pretending the old thing is still alive, your fire comes back. Not loud. Not perfect. Real. Aquarius, August 3rd, because this moment is not soft. It is clear-eyed. It is the moment the room stops pretending. The sun reversed. The sun reversed is showing dimmed confidence and blocked visibility. You have been smiling through exhaustion, downplaying your own wins, and acting like the fog is normal. Actually, no, it is not normal to keep performing when your energy is gone. Stop forcing the bright version of yourself. Name what feels muted. Protect what is left of your light. Death. Death is the clean ending in the room. Something is already over, and the longer you keep it alive, the more residue it leaves behind. I'm seeing old messages, old roles, old hopes sitting in a pile you keep revisiting. You already knew that. Let it end. Do not romanticize what is dead just because it still feels familiar. Closure is the door, not the punishment. King of Swords. The King of Swords comes in with a hard line. Speak plainly. Choose evidence over fantasy. Set the boundary without a speech. You do not need to draft the message 10 times. You do not need to explain your truth until it becomes soft enough for someone else to swallow. Say it clean, then stand on it. Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed is the mixed signal, the late night confession, the vague promise. The person who stays poetic and never stays consistent. Stop falling for potential instead of behavior. If they wanted to be clear, they would be clear. If they wanted to show up, you would not be guessing. This is where fantasy tries to outrun facts. Do not let it. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is the pause before the blade drops. You are sitting on a decision until it starts to rot. Arms crossed. Phone face down, heart saying one thing, mind refusing to move. Let me rephrase that. This is not peace. This is avoidance dressed as neutrality. Admit the choice exists. Gather the missing facts. Lower the guard enough to decide. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is what comes after the truth lands. Small steps. Daily work. Rebuilding by hand. No shortcuts, no dramatic rescue. Just consistency. Rework the details, show up again tomorrow, build something brick by brick. And yes, the temptation here is to overwork so you do not have to feel the grief. Do not do that. Keep the focus, but do not disappear into the grind. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the spark that survives the clearing. After the ending, after the truth, after the choice, something new wants to move. It is not asking for perfect conditions. It is asking for a first step. Write the first line. Start the thing. Send the message that matches your real life. I'm seeing momentum return fast once you stop feeding the dead situation. So the moment is simple. The sun reversed shows where you have been dimming yourself. Death says end it. King of Swords says tell the truth. Knight of Cups reversed exposes the mixed signals. Two of Swords shows the stall. Eight of Pentacles says rebuild with discipline. Ace of Wands says the spark is still here. Clear the old, choose clean, then begin again. Aquarius, August 3rd. This is where the fog stops being cute. The sun reversed. You have been acting like that dimmed light you keep explaining away is still full when it is not. You posted the smile, you answered the text, you kept moving, but your own energy has been running on empty. I'm seeing the part where you downplayed the win, then went home and felt nothing from it. That is not failure, that is burnout. Stop forcing the bright face. Name what feels dimmed. Protect the part of you that is tired of being seen only when it performs. Death, this is the ending you already outgrew, even if you keep trying to keep it alive. You are still checking the old thread, still rereading the old words, still acting like if you hold it long enough, it will turn back into what it was. It will not. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. It is over, and that is the medicine. Death asks you to release the dead pattern without making it a tragedy. Let the old form end. Clear the residue. Stop feeding a role that no longer fits your body, your mind, your life. You already knew that. The grief is not the enemy. The refusal is. King of Swords. Now we get clean. No more pretending confusion is kindness. No more drafting the same message 10 times because you do not want to say no. The King of Swords cuts through the fog with the truth that cuts through the fog, not fantasies. Speak plainly. Set the boundary. Choose evidence over hope. If somebody has been vague, inconsistent, or slippery, stop giving them the benefit of your imagination. Because this is important, logic is not cold here. Logic is what keeps you from bleeding out on what is not real. Knight of Cups, reverse. This is the mixed signal person, the late night confession, the promise that sounds sweet and behaves like smoke. You keep wanting the mixed signal you wanted to trust. You keep ignoring the behavior. That is the trap. The Knight of Cups reversed shows emotional inconsistency dressed up as romance. Do not chase the mood. Do not confuse intensity with sincerity. If they only show up when it is convenient, that is the pattern. Name it. Then stop feeding it with your attention. Longing is not proof. Eight of Pentacles. Here is the rebuild, not glamour. Practice. The Eight of Pentacles says you do not heal this by thinking harder. You heal it by showing up every day and doing the work. One step, then the next, rework the detail, learn the skill, build the structure. If your heart is shaky, fine. Keep your hands busy with something real. This is where your momentum comes back, not all at once, but brick by brick. Just do not turn discipline into self-punishment. That is the trap. Steady is enough. Two of Swords, and yes, the choice is still sitting there. You have been crossing your arms against it, hoping time will decide for you. It will not. The Two of Swords is the stalemate, the pause, the refusal to move until everything feels safe. But safety is not the same as clarity. Gather the missenses, lower the defenses, admit the decision exists. If you keep leaving the text unanswered, you are still choosing. Silence is a choice too. Ace of Wands. Then the spark returns, not because everything is fixed, because something in you finally wants to live again. This is the first line written before doubt gets a vote. The first step taken while the old ending is still echoing. Start small, but start now. The Ace of Wands does not ask for perfect conditions. It asks for motion. Release the dead pattern and then build what actually sustains you. That is the whole moment, in the thing that drained you. Then put your hands on what can grow. Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.